Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Vegetarian Lifestyle, and today I'm going to answer two people's question. There's been a lot of questions on my channel about why we shouldn't eat as much meat and consume too much, so I'm going to answer those. But I can't answer all of them, so I might separate it into a different video. So I'm going to answer two people's questions, and then I'm going to tell you a couple other things. So let's get started. So from the first person, his channel is called Noobs Forever 111. And his question was, why can other animals eat others? Why shouldn't we? Well, there's a reason behind that. First, we are born from we're in a group in what is called the chimps and the great apes. So, there was a person who said, if we were born from chimps, why are there still chimps and monkeys? So there is where people misunderstand. And I wrote this, so I'm going to read it from my book because I write everything from my notes. So here we go. So one common mistake people make is portraying human evolution as a straight line from monkeys to upstanding humans. Sadly, this leads to misunderstanding. We didn't evolve from chimps. Let's hear that again. We didn't actually evolve from chimps, but I'm going to go on, and this will make much more understandable. Or other contemporary apes. It is rather that chimps and humans both separately evolved from a common ancestor. Let's hear that again. We once came from a common ancestor, okay? Belonging to, oh wait, I missed a whole line. Chimps belong to a pan-genes, okay? We belong to a homo genes. We both are under the same family called the great apes. So, noob forever. I hope that answers your question. Okay, this one came from another person. I don't remember his name because I didn't write it down. Okay, so this person says you can call a chicken a pet and still kill it. So, yes, that's true. Yes, you can call a chicken, a cow, a duck, whatever you want to call them. Yes, you can still call them consider a pet. But they're on a farm, yet farms pretty much raise these animals so they can be made into food. So technically, you can't really call them pets if they're just going to be made out of food. And this is what I told him. Yes, true, animals were can be called pets. But animals were created to be our companions. Humans were born to be plant-based. Yes, I'm not saying... So what plant-based means is that you can still consume meat, but not as much. Okay? Okay, so we got through those 2 questions. I'm going to flop side to what I wrote to my YouTube channel and my TikTok channel. So there is not a fundamental difference between human and animals in their ability to feel pleasure and pain, happiness and misery. So there is no difference between animals and humans, because like it says, they have the ability to feel pleasure, pain, happiness, and misery. Okay? Here is something else I wrote. So, here's another misunderstanding that people don't understand. So people who have chose to live a cruelty-free plant-based lifestyle are baffled as to why other people have not made the connection. So people who don't understand why there are other people who live a plant-based life, and there are people who live a cruelty non-plant-based lifestyle, and don't understand why these people who are vegetarian, who are eating this way, you should go ask them and they will tell you why they live this life. Okay, let's go on. Many of us live with companion animals. So many of us live with companion animals, and such as dogs, cats, rabbits, and etc. Consider them as members of the family, and we grieve upon them when they die. When they die. Yet we kill and eat other animals. Let's hear that again. And yet we eat other animals who, if you recall or think about it, are no difference from the ones we love. So, let's hear that again. The animals we eat, if I recall, there's no difference between our pets. They're both animals. Okay? And I don't know why people don't see that. Yes, there was a person in the comments who said that if we didn't eat meat, there would be a overgrowth of cattle, which is true. But I didn't say you should stop eating meat, because as a vegetarian, there are vegetarians who can still eat meat, which is like plant-based diets. So you can still eat a little meat, but you would still be more eating plants. And then there's flexitarian, which you would be eating your regular meals, but you would be consuming less meat. So that would still help the overgrowth of cattle. You would just be eating less. Okay? So, guys out there who had those questions for me, I hope that answered it. And there will be hopefully a part 2 on more of these questions. And thank you for listening. Hope you subscribe, comment, and share and like. And see you next time. Thank you.